What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Pumaplow. Welcome back to another Plains and Simple episode here on Farm Sim 17. Of course, Plains and Simple by Stevie, and of course, we're on the PC. Do appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? And welcome. Welcome. We have a lot going on the map in this video, and it should be a good time. But first, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, and of course make sure that bell is ringing, I would greatly appreciate both of those things. Alright, so first things first, I'm a realist. I'm not at all, but you know, I kind of am a realist. I don't know. It's a Nicki Minaj thing, you know. So what we're actually doing here, guys, is we are fast timing away. Okay, I said in the last video that I had a lot of stuff to do, but I wanted to fast time, so I thought, like, you know, I'd show you some of this and then show you guys some of that later. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're showing you some of this and some of that, and there will be a cut here in a couple minutes to a considerable amount of time later in the map, basically, if that makes sense. So we are fast timing. We are picking up straw, but I realized, or I don't know when I realized it, but the homestead silo only holds 9 million liters. Now, only 9 million liters, right? That's all. Chump change, right? 9 million liters is a lot. But it only holds 9 million, so I needed more, right? Not that I need to store more, but I wanted to go ahead and pick it all up, because why not? So we might as well sell it over at the old biogas plant, hence why we are fast timing, because you cannot dump full trucks in there repeatedly if you're not fast timing. So we have our course set up to the biogas plant, and yeah, so nighttime really goes fast when you're at 120 times speed in the game, and then you're like real fast in this video too. Like, nighttime goes by real fast. So yeah, we're bringing them in from the south, which will fill the left tank with digestate, for the record. Why am I seeing my the top of the thing? I just noticed that. Why am I seeing like the bar across the top? Oh, I guess I'm a newbie noob. It depends when I open my software. If I already have the game opening, then I open my software to record, it causes problems. But if I do it the other way and I open the software first, then the game, then it's fine. For some reason, because I run my game in window mode, that's probably why you're seeing that. Normally you don't see that, so my apologies. I don't mean to show you guys that bar across the top, but hey, that's just the way it is for this video. I did not notice that while I was editing, I won't lie. Didn't realize it at all. Not in the slightest bit. So I have to plow. Yeah, I have to plow everything this video. That's right. Oh boy, do I have to plow. So what I'm going to do here is plow in the new field, field 6. I'm going to go ahead and get cranked up on that, because why not? So I'm hoping this plow turns to the left here, which it does. Okay, I couldn't remember which way he was going to turn. So yeah, he will go and plow field 6, just because why not? Although I realized later it really doesn't matter. I think I realized right away that it really doesn't matter, because it's the culti plow, so it plows it first and then it cultivates it. This thing will put both textures on the ground, and so the problem is the plow is always looking like, hey, this is new ground, I haven't plowed yet, I haven't plowed this yet, hey, I need to plow this ground. So it would have just plowed field 6 again. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it sit, and that is that. That pretty much is just that. So I believe I did this for a considerable amount of time, picking straw up, hauling straw, selling it at the biogas plant, fast timing for many days, and I just didn't feel like showing all of it to you guys, if you know what I'm saying. Like, why show all of it when I can just show you guys little clips here and there? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward through time right now with an awesome transition. Just saying. So there's this spot out in the big field that the combines trip up on, and the planters don't like, and all this stuff. And finally I figured it out while I was culti plowing. There's a tree stump in this spot still. Remember that tree stump from like 407 years ago on this map? Remember that? Well, I never went out there and cleaned it up. So After culti plowing, the culti plow, I believe he either got stuck on it or he turned around. I can't remember which one, but I was like, what is going on here? So I went with the culti plow and just kind of kept turning laps and making that circle smaller until I finally figured out that, well, okay, it's just me. I left a tree stump out there. So the big field's now culti plowed. Just saying, like, what a dum-dum. And by the way, culti plowing this giant field, it's all the fields. It's probably as big as I'm going to make this field. I'm not going to combine it around the homestead or anything. I could. I just kind of don't want to. It's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous how long it takes to culti plow it. And you can see, I even had 2 culti plows going. I had the Quadtrack and the that Magnum there. Both culti plowing. It took so long. So long. But that's okay. That's okay. When we started this video, we had $1 million+, and now we're over $3 million. Selling straw is fantastic. You can make so much money by hauling straw. It's not on one load. I probably hauled a couple hundred loads. Probably. Yeah, maybe not that many, but I hauled a lot. And it's all about the volume game. If you can pick up straw in great volumes, even if you're selling it for like next to nothing, you're still gonna make money. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. So what we are gonna do now, what are we gonna do now? It's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded this, so I'm not sure. Oh, we're going to the shop, right? I'm gonna guess we're going to the shop because we are planting corn on this map. Yes, we are planting corn on this map. Talk about hours, but we'll get to that in a future video. You see, we'll get to that, I believe, in the next video. Anyway, so we're gonna plant corn on this map. I believe it was NS out of TeamSpeak / Twitch. I'm pretty sure he watches YouTube as well. He was saying like, hey, if you get the Great Plains corn planters, you can put these tanks in front of them and therefore upping your capacity. And everybody knows the Great Plains corn seeder does have a very poor capacity realistically for as big of a planter as it is. So yes, this looks incredibly goofy. You would probably not see something like this in real life. Maybe, never say never kind of thing. However, it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. So thank you, NS, from the community. I appreciate it, buddy. Fantastic idea here, because you guys know I make all my seed on this map, and I don't want to spend all that money on seed, although at this point in the map I definitely could, and it wouldn't bother me. So I actually had the idea here. In a second you'll see this eventually, because I go back to it later, but it's like, what am I gonna do? Oh, I want to fertilize too. I'm gonna fertilize. And have you guys noticed lately, I've been kind of sticking it in there without saying anything, but randomly I'll flash my beacons and hazards just like a couple times. Has anybody caught on to that? Has anybody noticed that? I have a hotkey. I have one of those mice with not like all the buttons on the sides, but it has extra buttons on the top. It's like a $20 Logitech thing, nothing super fancy. But I set one of the buttons to be a hotkey to turn on my beacons and my hazards. I click it all the time out of habit. I kind of don't mean to, but I click it all the time out of habit. Anyway, so right here what we're doing, guys, is we are liquid fertilizing with the manure from the cows, but we are actually using it right from the tanks. So Farm Sim 17 has this really cool mechanic built in that I don't ever take advantage of, and I really need to take advantage of it more often. So that's what I'm doing right here as well. So you can take the solid fertilizer spreader here, the manure spreader, and take it to the field, hit the H button. In our settings, it is set to use from the cows. Same thing with the liquid. You can actually change it for the liquid to be from the cows or the pigs. And it's right here. It was right there. You missed it. It was real fast. It's in your settings. You can choose to turn it off, to buy, or take it from one of the animals, which is super, super, super handy because it's basically free fertilizer. And yes, this is free fertilizer here too, but I don't have to refine it. I don't have to make it. I can just let it build up at the animals and use it every couple harvests, or use it every harvest, whatever. And realistically, the big liquid spreader, applicator, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty darn like fast. That thing is not bad. It's not bad at all. So for some reason I was thinking that this fertilizer, or this seeder, fertilized as well. Of course, those of you watching that have used this Great Plains seeder, you know that it does not fertilize. But on this first one, I went ahead and filled up the fertilizer tank on the tank, and I really should not have done that because it's an extra, what, 4,600 liters that I have to carry around now, and it's heavy. So that's just in there. Whatever, no big deal. I'm not really worried about it, to be perfectly honest. But I learned for the next ones that I don't need it. So don't do it. That's what I'm getting at. So basically, because I'm on 3-stage fertilization, I have to get these fertilizers going first before I can plant, obviously, because I just plowed, and actually I kind of screwed up, I won't lie. I should have fertilized before plowing, and I meant to. I just kind of forgot. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter, does it? No, it doesn't. So we will fertilize one time before planting, and then we will fertilize after planting, and then we will have to wait till the corn is up to fertilize for the third time. But that's okay. It's all good. So we're going to reset. We're going to cheat here. We're going to get... I don't have a name for the person at the shop because there isn't a person at the shop, but we used to make up names for the people at the shop. I'm going to get the person at the shop to go ahead and deliver, obviously, and then we're going to hook all these up. The longest part of all of this was filling them with seed. As you can probably tell, I'm hauling 15,200 liters of seed. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. That's awesome. And actually, I kind of wonder if you could hook more than one of these together. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, because of the massive fields on this map, you need to be able to haul a lot of seed. Otherwise, you're back in the homestead every, 5 minutes, which kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. So as far as the solid fertilizer, the manure... the solid wow. As far as the solid fertilizer, the manure spreader, probably only going to use it on the quote-unquote small fields that are still pretty darn good size on this map, of course. But probably only going to use it on the quote small fields because it gets to be a lot of time otherwise. A lot of time. So, I don't know why. But I just thought these tractors would look better on these planters with row duals. We're planting corn in rows, therefore we need our row duals. Now granted, the seed tank wheels are wide and gonna run over the row, but just let me have it, okay? Let me have it. I believe actually in the next video, maybe it was in between videos, I switch out tires again. I'm trying to figure out what is the best tire / track on these things. Is it just wheel weights? Is it row duals? Is it the half track? What is it? I'm trying to figure it out because they do behave differently. And actually in the next video, you'll see that a little bit with the Optum, the smaller case tractor. It behaves totally like a different tractor when you do something to the tires. That's all I'm going to say. I hate to admit it, I hate to say it, but I believe Benedict from the community might be right because he's been on me for a long time just to go wheel weights. No duals, no duals, no duals. He might be right. I'm not going to go ahead and throw the towel in 100%, but he might be right. just maybe a little, okay? Like I said, I'm not throwing the towel in yet, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Although it's not so much, yeah, just no duals. No duals, no tracks, just wheel weights. Gotta have those wheel weights, man. They kind of weight you down. They're pretty good to go. I still think it's funny that we only, well, outside of the Challenger, we only have the case tractors on this map. We've purchased so many of these Magnums and the quad tracks, of course, and then we do have the one Challenger. But we could replace that with a case, honestly. I mean, we could. I think it's funny that I'm staying with case on this map. I don't know why. Probably because that's what you start with. You know, when you first start this map, you have Magnums. Maybe a quad track, I don't remember. I know you definitely have Magnums. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to stay with them. Why not? It's kind of funny. So we actually have to wait on starting seeders until fertilizers get, you know, at least a little bit ahead. Yes, the fertilizers are faster and are going to definitely get ahead and stay ahead, but I still want to give it a little cushion. You know, just a little bit extra room, because why not? Kind of thing. Yeah, so as I said before, the longest part of all of this is filling the thing up. Just saying. You do need some headlands, some end rows, whatever, because it is kind of a long rig. Although once the Great Plains Cedar unfolds, it does get shorter, of course. But it's a bit of a rig, honestly. It's a bit of a rig, and it's a good pull for the Optums, or not the Optums, the Magnums. It's a pretty good pull for the old Magnums there. So just tabbing through all the world here. You know, if we get one more field, we're gonna have to buy more equipment, honestly. Like more tractors. Never enough tractors. Okay? Never enough tractors. Especially if we're trying to mow like we did in the last video. It's honestly just never enough. Never enough. We need so many tractors. It's ridiculous. And yes, I know that we're using tractors where we could be using trucks. But the trucks don't behave as nicely on courseplay as the tractors do. So I was testing to see if that field needed to be fertilized, but I screwed up, basically. So it was only going to be a 2-stage fert, but hey, that's okay. It's whatever. There you go with those lights again where I tap them on. It entertains me. I don't know. Probably annoys some of you all, but hey, that's okay, right? I mean, of course I don't want to annoy you guys, but it's just one of those things that happens, right? And actually, I'm kind of sitting here thinking about this. I think we are ready on this map, and maybe in a couple of videos, because I've already recorded the next one for sure. Maybe in a couple of videos we will be getting into sheep. We do want to buy more cows, of course, but I need to keep up on mixed rations, and I've kind of been slacking at that. So I need to do a little bit better job there. But hey, that's okay. So I guess we're going to mow again. Honestly, never enough mowing. Some of you have been talking about like a big M mod. There's no need. There's no need. I mean, yeah, they're cool and they're fun to use and all that stuff, but being that I have courseplay, actually, I don't know. It could be worth looking into because it would be faster because it's wider. And I'm not talking like the wide edition, the real crazy modded one. I'm not talking about that thing. But just in general, I know they're wider than these. So I might have to look into it, but I don't know. There's nothing wrong with mowing it this way. You know, he gets the job done. He gets the job done. Sure, it takes a little while, but that's okay. It don't bother me too much. So, yeah, so here we go, assembling all of our hay equipment, and this is where I was saying, like, if I'm trying to mow and rake and chop and haul hay, I need, I almost need more tractors. It's all hands on deck, especially in the next video. It will be all the hands on deck. Oh goodness, in the next video. Just wait and see that one. Just wait. Next Saturday, noon central. Every Saturday, noon central. Right here on Plains and Simple. Just saying. It will be a good time. It will be, oh, it's something. So we have 3 loading wagons, and I don't know if I actually have enough tractors for them right now because I'm using tractors to plant that I normally don't plant with. Normally I just plant with the case, or not the case, the Challenger with the Seed Hawk, but I don't know. I'm kind of not going away from the Seed Hawk, obviously, because Seed Hawk is so much faster than what I'm doing right now, but you know, I kind of don't want to use the big horsepower tractors. on those cedars. I don't know why, other than I can put the road duals on and I like the way the road duals look, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, tune into the next video, guys. It's gonna be a good one as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.